Again, here at week 3 of Rebuilding Generations, we have special guests with us. We have Bruce Couture here and Will from Modern Driveline, and they're actually a local company here in the Boise, Idaho area. I actually met Bruce here when I was at one of the local race events here at the Firebird Raceway, and I talked to him about possible sponsorship with us in the program. And as most guys, say, here's some guy just trying to work on getting some free parts. And a few weeks ago, he actually came here and checked out the program. And tell me what you thought of it when you came here.
Impressive program, absolutely impressive. You guys, we've got a real organization going here, great program. I'm very much in support of the, your format. The idea of bringing, people who know what, been there, done it, and the kids who obviously need guidance and may not always know what end of a wrench to use. So,
or what size to use,
or what size, what metric, standard, So. Absolutely, it's a program that something I believe in. SEMA has been a big part of and pushing the same thing. Mm-hmm. So at many levels, this program is a seed for something much bigger, of course.
Yeah, and that's what we look at it is with companies like you guys involved in backing a program like this, they get to see that here's a company that's been in the industry, that you guys have this experience that's been around for a long time, that you're excited about something that's new and a new program that's out there. What's your take on it, Will?
I found it to be a completely interesting concept. Being in the industry, being involved with people's projects and some of the group projects, but here you have one that does that generations, and that's what sold it for me, was getting the younger generation and the older generation involved in a project, and it using the car as the center point, and you get a lot of focus, a lot of interest, and it's just an exciting project to be involved in.
Yeah, we're excited to have you guys a part of the sponsorship. I know the kids are going to be excited when it comes time to get the installation of the transmission, the driveline, and they're going to be definitely picking your guys' brains and having your expertise in here. Bruce, you were really getting involved with the kids today and teaching about the importance when you're taking a car apart, about marking and understanding where things go so that we don't have wiring shortages and all that stuff. What are some things that you saw in that?
Well, I think they're all excited about tearing into the car and everything coming out, and the faster the better. But however, an ounce of prevention here is going to go a mile on the other end when the stuff has to go back together. And with all the digital cameras and stuff, it's just easier to take that picture and label it and get those details down, because boy, it's going to pay dividends.
It is. And that is one part about the younger generation here with the technology that we have today. I mean, whether it's your iTouch or your iPad or smartphone or digital camera, whatever it is, we can take 1,000 pictures and dispose of the ones that we don't need anymore. But man, when you don't have that picture of that shot of that connection, what a bummer that would be. Because like we talked about earlier, it's an older car. You can Google so much about these things, and you can look in Chilton's and all the different things that are out there. But there is going to be a few things that we might miss here and there. And by having that there, it was a great opportunity for the kids to learn something there.
Well, it was interesting to even explain the mid-year production. It's like, well, there's some changes. So those are, they just couldn't believe that there were changes like that.
Yeah, that somewhere in the middle of 1971, they actually changed something on a car, right?
Console car, no console, where wiring's different.
Yeah. Why we have AC in a car, that has a 3-speed instead of a 4. So it was it's a great time. I know the kids definitely appreciate you guys being here. And tell me a little bit about your guys' business and what Modern Driveline is about.
Modern Driveline is a company that I started at a necessity for myself, doing the 65 Mustang. Looked around and I said, geez, I'm building these pieces, nobody else is doing it. So took a hobby, turned it into a kind of a cottage industry, which rolled up into a business. And after 15 years, it's a full-blown corporation. Will and I are co-owners in the business,
awesome.
And Will handles a lot of the business side. I handle a lot of the technical, and between the two of us and with some good employees, we do 5- and 6-speed conversions, and we take a Mustang like what we're working on here, whether it's an automatic or a manual, and we give everybody the nuts and bolts from the back of the crank to all the way to the differential, and technical information is given with it, and people can get the stuff in a box, put it in their car, and they can enjoy a project or a build, a father-son kind of thing. Again, extending what we do on a day-to-day basis, again, as part of like what you're doing here in the group.
That's awesome. I think the kids are going to be so excited, and we were so excited about you being local here, being able to get involved with us and having that hands-on of having you here when we go to install that transmission and get it in here, and they'll get to see, the years of experience. Like you said, you built a business out of necessity. So many businesses nowadays are built out of necessity. We see a problem that no one's had a solution to, and so we developed that solution, and that's exactly what you guys have done.
It's funny you use the word solution because we actually use that a lot in our business, that we sell solutions. We're not just a parts company, selling parts.
Yeah,
we
just
feel
throw it
like
here
we're
and
more
go.
of a service company selling parts. So it's the solutions. If there's a problem, we try to fix it, come up with a widget that meets the need.
Yeah, and that's a great thing about you guys' business, and that's what we're so excited about you being right here with us, so that these kids will have your hands-on experience here when it goes into there, and not only just have the parts and the things that you've done, but the hands-on experience of having you guys teach
Well, I
them.
mean, part of this program is that, we have an opportunity here as a company to go and say, hey, we haven't developed such and such for this model year car, and so maybe we can walk the kids through the process of, here's how you take a problem, and we then create a solution. So you walk them through concept, through the entire CAD process, and then say, well, here's how it's manufactured, and they can actually see how the part's going to fit and function at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're going to be able to see conception to birth of something.
Absolutely.
So they get to see the complete, what we really do call research and development.
Yep.
Not a research and duplicate as a lot of people have done in the past.
True.
So, well, we definitely appreciate you guys being here today. It's exciting for us and exciting for the group of guys here, and we look forward to having you here, in the future here in more weeks to come. And we do a thank you for bringing some of the guys from the Mustang Club, that came out today, brought some of the cars. That's we're excited to see the community, embrace a program of these young guys. Sometimes some of the older generations just push the young guys aside, as sometimes the younger generations push the old guys aside. So now to see them come together, it's really exciting for us, and we definitely appreciate you helping us and getting involved more in the community. So
Glad to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Thank you for inviting us out, and we'll be back.
awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Hey,
We
thank
greatly
you.
appreciate it.
Have it.